Hey, my name's Christopher. This is Zach. We're working on wiring in this episode. Alright then, let's get the label maker, I think. You want to start getting down there, poking at some things with your gloves on.
The wiring things?
The wiring things, yes. Okay, Zach, show us the wiring.
Here it is.
You sound a little tired, buddy.
Up here shortly. I'm gonna go eat breakfast. Pancakes. Ooh, French toast. Yeah, I'm hungry now. I kinda do wanna go to Cracker Barrel. Oh my gosh, that's a bad line of thought. Let's get to work.
Do we need any of it?
Well, we need all of this. It's the taillights and reverse lights and blinkers. But there is some extra stuff in this junction box.
Thanks, bud.
That we can weed out.
Alright, Zach, step one. Take all the things out.
Out, you old cruddy fastener.
Why are you gonna be like that? That fastener did its job for many years, Zach.
Yeah, I know.
Never asked for anything in this world except for to be able to do that.
I still want it to do its job, because part of its job is to undo when I ask it to. There it goes. "1980s computer technology."
Bro, 1980s computer technology brought us war games. That was an amazing movie. Are those grounds?
Monitor the temperature in real time. But that's all.
Was that a side marker? Hey, reach in there in that hole and grab this side marker plug. Tell me what it feels like.
It's kind of squishy. I thought it would be firmer.
Work that back. Follow it back and see if there's a plug that kind of will undo.
And it enters the loom and then you just don't know.
It's in the loom. Then how the heck do you get this side marker out?
So start yanking, start gentle, and see how it likes it.
Oh, that did not make a good sound.
I was kidding about the yanking. Don't yank on that.
I kind of get the feeling that we should have done a systems test before we started yanking at this shit.
I was wondering what we were... Yeah, I don't know. Boxing the screws separate from the thing they...
Man, some of these fittings are in rough shape. I wonder if you can even get them anymore.
Look at this little doodad. That's interesting. What do you got? To this, which goes to there. But then it just goes.
I mean, look at all, it's got these It's got these little parasitic clampy deals.
Oh yeah. They go in. They come out. So it comes in here off of that.
Because if it doesn't come from the factory and we didn't add it, we don't need to keep it.
Unplug it. I'm gonna cut this loose.
Here, start cutting from this end because this is for sure going. Hold on. Just yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. And then
And it goes into there.
yep, snipper. Well, snip them. I guess we don't need them. Hopefully. Okay. Hey.
So yeah.
Okay, what else we got?
So we got
these guys, right? So they were undone. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, they were nothing. So cut.
Okay. Gone.
Clip these.
Yep. Alright. No more tow light. Alright, now pretend like we're taking it apart for the first time.
Yeah, there's all these quick disconnectors, connectors, whatever, so that this whole part of the loom that goes to the lights can come out. But then there's one little wire that isn't part of the quick connects for some reason. It's like, why would you make everything disconnect except this one, which you have to pull out of the connector and then it all comes loose. Don't understand, but alright.
Okay. Now we carefully pull this shit back through. Carefully. Because it's old.
Hold on. You got the side cutters?
I do have the side
Let me
cutters.
see the side cutters. Oh, there they are.
You have the side cutters.
They're right in front of me.
Alright,
So
one less thing to worry about.
Oh wait, and I'm cutting these too. So that'll be 2 less things to worry about. Right?
You know, your confidence in this ability to cut wire is inspiring. Go ahead, cut away.
There's a dongle. And there's a dongle. Oh, dongle. And there's a dongle. And there we go.
Hey, oh, geez, careful, bud. Just saying, exercise caution is all I'm getting at.
You know me, Mr. Cautious.
Yeah, I do know you, Mr. Cautious. Just cut. Don't need it, don't want it.
Well, you know, one of us has to be.
You know, that's what makes us such a great team. You're just willing to get in there and cut any wires you don't know what they do. 'Cause we don't need it.
I don't have to know what they do
Exactly.
if I know what all the wires we need do.
Doo-doo, you said doo-doo.
Give me the cutters.
I just got rid of the cutters so that you wouldn't have access to them. Okay, let's get that battery thingy. Oh, I see her.
Difficult, please.
Alright, so this is the starter motor positive cable that will not be used because we don't have a starter anymore. Okay, I think we can pull this other guy through. I labeled it Unknown Hella. So a little bit of lunch and then we're back to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Lunch makes me much happier. Happy now that I'm full.
Alright, we're up here at the front of the van. We got our two major looms splayed out onto the ground, where you can see the length and girth of their magnificence. What we'll do is we'll pull this out a little bit further after we get the dash out, walk through each wire, make sure there's no splits, breaks, tears, things that need to be replaced, and we're going to get rid of everything that doesn't need to be there. It's like this car's vomiting its guts out all over the ground. Oh jeez. I feel like it's about this time in a project where a normal person would be asking themselves, what the hell did they get into?
No.
Okay.
Holy crap, this thing is packed in here.
Alright, what tools are we looking at?
That looks to be a 12 millimeter.
Alright, calculated eyeballs.
Or
Here we go.
13.
12 or, what is it, 12 or 13?
Let's go with 13. See what the 13 gets me.
13 feels more
Let
German.
me see the 13.
What do you got? No whammies.
That's a yeah.
Oh, that's a yeah? 'Cause it sounded like a
That's a.
I like it.
Pinched my finger pretty good. It was
I'm
slightly
bleeding.
painful.
Oh God. Who did that?
Boys, I know that's not right.
I mean, it could go. Maybe this is like little broken pieces still in there. Yeah. Piece of junk. Yep. Okay. Try now.
Okay, we are free of that.
Yeah, we're tied up on everything else. There's a lot of.
We're free and clear. You just gotta come to me. Okay, oh, we're caught on the balls. Okay.
No, there's something else in there. Who's not putting a light there? Ugh. It's like you've got to see shit. Ugh.
That was fun. Let's not do it again.
Well, we got to stick it back in. Holy smokes, look at that. It looks bad on the camera. Like, almost like we're
It
never
looks bad from here.
It's like we're never going to get this shit back together.
There's shit everywhere.
It looks terrible from everywhere, bud. Here, come stand over here in this window. And what you're gonna do, Zach, you're gonna give future us a pep talk.
Alright, future us. This is a pep talk. It looks bad. It looks daunting. But with some proper research and some stick-to-itiveness and methodical application, this is more than doable. So you could do it. Was that convincing?
Are you stirring with a thing?
That was the cleanest thing I could find.
I don't know if I should be insulted or honored that my tea wrench is clean enough for your tea.
Show and tell. These are interesting. What doodads? Seals it and solders it at the same time.
Now, how much overlap do you think?
Pull it apart.
Yeah, it's gonna go. I don't think it flowed right. It might be that our heat gun doesn't get hot enough. That one looked like it flowed. Okay. Where the hell are we, Beck? About 10 minutes into filming us dicking around with the thing. We are in the middle of wiring.
Are we in the middle?
No.
If this was the middle, that would be amazing. But we are in the beginning of wiring, which is something I have dreaded, and that Christopher is just methodically plowing into. But listen, you're used to it.
Yeah.
So Christopher writes a lot of code.
A little bit.
During the day. And I think they're very similar. It's just like, just keep moving into the tedium, right?
You just read the documentation, and then you're good.
Is that it for this intro? Is there anything else?
This is a mid-episode intro.
What's before this?
Before this, we just got done giving ourselves a pep talk. Do you feel better about the pep talk?
It's nothing we can't handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, past us were really wise.
I'm glad I'm not doing it still, because fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine, says the guy who doesn't have to do it. Here is what Christopher gets to do today. Into the tedium. Here we go.
Red, blue.
Sherlock Holmes on the case.
Yeah, basically.
I'll be your Watson. Okay, it's time for an update with Christopher.
Yeah, this is good. This is real good. So what I've been doing is I've been following these wires all the way back to the source, and then when I find a wire that's no longer needed, I trace it back and pull it out and split our harness in half. So yeah, it'll be fine. Hopefully.
He acts like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's got a pretty good grip on it.
We'll have to edit this out so it looks like I know what I'm doing.
No, looking at the manual makes you look like you know what you're doing.
I sure as hell hope so. Yeah, so we got some progress. We got all these wires kind of pulled out to this point. All of these will go except for this red one. And that's actually master power to our chassis, so we'll keep that one. These other guys went to, I think, the auxiliary heater, so those will go. I gotta pull them back to this point right here where they go into this loom, where it looks like they go back in and then kind of down into the rat's nest. So that's the next thing.
Okay.
This branch right here was where the wiring loom split off and went to the left, and then it split off and went to the right. I had mistakenly thought that this blue wire went to the left branch, and it completely came out. So it got snipped in the process of removing it. We went ahead and repaired it, replaced it, repaired the split with our fancy. We went and repaired this. We repaired it. Damn it. Solder and seal connectors. Go buy some.
There it is. The pile grows. Electrical spaghetti. So we ripped out a lot of unnecessary, and now we're checking to make sure we kept all the necessary. So we've got it rough and dirty, hooked back up to the taillights in a box here in the van, and as you can see, we've got one of the blinkers working.
Now we start debugging. Street lights Street lights going on. I hope that's on camera.
Most of it is. Well, there was a lot of really interesting content to film.
I'm sure there was.
That one shot of a massive nest of wires and Christopher going.
Yeah, that was all day too. I mean, we got 7 hours of that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird day. Very.
Maybe for you, I was having so much fun. Cross-referencing tables and colors and schematics and 4BT. Oh, I love that plug.
CNF! CNF!
Oh my gosh, I lost 2 plugs. They got tucked up underneath the backside for like, geez, 45 minutes, and I was like, did I cut it? Did I cut the CNF? I need it. Yep, so it happened over. It was a thing. It was a thing.
But we've got our test rig set up. Several things already work. Probably missing a couple little small things.
Either a bolt's burned out or something
like that. So
yeah.
We'll troubleshoot all that, make sure it all still works. But yeah, we cut out a lot of just unnecessaries, so that's good. To have all that out of the way, have it done, and then we can move on.
We're almost at the point of putting new stuff in. That's fun. Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Actually, we are pretty close.
We're pretty close.
Good. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Good talk. No, seriously, we're gonna go around and take a look. At the end of tearing the wire loom apart last week, it was late and we said, hey, let's hook everything up and see if it works. And we just kind of halfway hooked a bunch of wires and only half the stuff worked. So we're actually properly making sure we've got all our grounds connected, making sure all our connections are good, and we're going to try round 2 on that.
Which one's continuity? This one?
Yep. Yep.
Yep, bolt bed.
That problem? Okay.
Now, if you say shit about my bag of bulbs, maybe that one? Is that one the same?
Yeah. I think it's got 2 filaments in it.
Works. Let's double check that. Because obviously I'm not paying attention. Yeah, that's the one that's working. Okay. Backup lights will only be engaged when you're in reverse. And reverse will be engaged.
We kind of took the shifter out and the transmission.
Okay. So that means to activate the reverse lights, we need to energize one of these circuits here, which goes to ground. Yeah? Yeah.
Maybe it's this one.
I don't think it's that one.
It's not.
That one's...
That's one of the ones that went up to that highlight.
What about this one? What is this one?
The memory card got full and it stopped, and then we kind of figured out some problems, so we didn't get it on film. It's encouraging to know that just we had a bad bulb and a couple of loose connections, because that means that we didn't screw up the wiring. So We're going to continue to fiddle, and hopefully just fiddling makes everything work. So,
what cable would I have removed to trigger the reverse?
I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
That's brake.
Brake.
This is light in general. That's left. That's right.
We can't make the right work for some reason.
Do we have power going to that bulb?
So the bulb has continuity.
Does pull the bulb out and shove the power sticks into that bulb hole.
Oh man, it is super crusty in there. That might be the problem.
It should be dielectric grease, which in that case it's allowed to be there.
Okay, and it's hard to see. Turn the lights off. This bulb is blinding me. Ah, better. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm not getting anything. Okay. Alright, we're gonna troubleshoot. Alright, so here we go. Turn on like headlights.
Headlights.
And well, to headlights and taillights, so. Alright, turn them off. Do blinker.
Left blinker. Oh, hold on.
Well, I'm only filming one of them, so.
Left blinker. Right blinker.
Alright. Turn on reverse lights.
Reverse lights. Okay.
By the way, we figured out reverse. Alright, turn it off.
Okay.
And then, what's the last one? Brake.
Brake.
It all works!
Ha ha!
So, it turns out there was just a bunch of little loose connectors and little fiddly stuff. Like I said. One burnt out bulb. So, rock and roll. It all works.
So we got all the circuits for the rear lights and turn signals and the license plate light figured out. All the circuits work, they're in place, and honestly I'm as surprised as anybody, but the only fallout in this entire process was this one break right here. Now this came out when we were stripping the transmission out, and it came out when we were stripping the drive lines out, and we just pruned back these wires thinking no big deal, we won't need them. But where this break was is in between these two lines, these 2 points, there was a backup light switch that was actuated by the manual transmission shifter. So what we'll do is we'll tap into this line right here and trigger it optionally based on forward reverse settings in the computer, and then when we need reverse we'll energize this circuit and then we'll have reverse lights. And honestly that's it, everything works. I'm surprised.
No, that's where okay, no, we're surprised.
We're surprised. Then the next step is we'll strip all this nasty covering off, prepare for the new wrap. We'll put all the electrical stuff away in a box where it's safe, and then we can start doing something fun.
Yay! There it is, tidied up, tucked away for later.
That's a win.
That is a win. Project done. Oh, I'm stoked about how wired it is. When we first tested it, and like the majority of stuff didn't work.
Oh yeah, I was
It was like, oh no, what happened? And then we start fiddling with stuff, and it's like, oh, this is loose. Oh look, the light came on. Oh, this bulb's burned out. Replace it. Oh, it works. Oh, this connector wasn't pushed all the way in. Oh, everything works now. It's like, oh. Alright, sweet, done.